Well, hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy 12. And 10-2. And also, Happy New Year. This is the first video that I'm recording in the new year. I took 2 weeks off, so of course all of the, well, everything is broken. I somehow broke my recording software. I didn't even do anything. Anyway, we're gonna go into the creature stuff for the first thing to do today. So let's go in here. And we're gonna organize our team. So here's a little bit about what we have to do here. If you look on the left-hand side, there's a few things that I've gotten. The Flame Dragon, the Chocobo, and the Killer Hound. Those 3 we need to level up, I think, 5 times. And then we need to release them. We're doing this for stuff much later in the game. Don't really worry about the why, just worry about the what we have to do. Now, each of these has a size. So as you can see here, Yuna, Riku, Pain, Brother. A lot of the small monsters have small. The Bolt Dragon, and I'm not even trying to pronounce that, are medium, and the Flame Dragon is large. This has to do with how many slots these guys take up. So if we do the Flame Dragon, which is what I want to do, well, it means he's the only one in battle. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? It's fine. Actually, let's do this one. We're gonna choose Warrior. And then for accessories, I'm gonna pick 2 items that give pretty good defense. I think this is gonna be the best for defense. And then I'm also gonna choose, I think, the Muscle Belt for strength. We're gonna need a little bit of a boost. We're gonna need a lot of boost. This guy starts out as level 3. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna enter the tournament. Now, I'm doing this for a specific reason. 1, I need to complete the tournament for something, and 2, I want this guy to level up. And this is kind of a quick and easy, it's not easy, and it's not quick, but it is a way to do it. Now, what the game is gonna do is it's gonna run through some of the other groups, like these are the ones that are fighting, does nothing to do with us, and eventually we will reach ours. Looks like we're fighting some Machina. And one of the interesting things about monsters in this game, if you have them in your party, you can't control them. So what's gonna end up happening is the whole combat here is gonna be automatic. You can't tell them to do anything, you can't control them at all. I don't suspect that we are actually going to win this tournament, to be honest. My goal here really is to maybe beat the first level, maybe the second level, in order to get some levels on our Flame Dragon. Eventually, he will probably hit close to he'll get to level 8 or higher and we'll be able to release him, but by then he should be able to pretty well take everything out here. Now, what I'm gonna do is ooh, that's terrible. He actually may not win this battle. Which is not great. Oh, nice miss. I really wish he would go after that one first. But what we're gonna do is I just wanted to show this off because what I'm gonna do after this, can you do any, he's so slow. You can use Flame Breath, nice. Didn't take either of them out, but it's fine. Is he gonna do it again? He's gonna use Power Break again. That's not helpful. What I'm going to do is I'm basically gonna run through this until I get to a run that he actually makes it through, which is not gonna be this one. And I'm gonna show that one off. So yeah, he's gonna miss. So let us get through this. I didn't realize the Machina were gonna kill us, but it did. That's not great. That's fine though. But after each time you win or lose, you will get a trap pod. I don't need small, I need medium and large. So I'm gonna go ahead and just ignore those for now. And I'm gonna run through. If you do beat a battle, you do get your XP, so that'll be great. And I will just see you guys sometime in the future. I think the worst part about this particular, you know, like you don't know what you're gonna be going up against. And one of the biggest issues is, like when I first did this, the whole of the battles actually went really, really easy. I did it the first time. But sometimes that just doesn't seem to be how things play out. So, get it. Yes, Trap Pod M, thank you so much. I've not been getting any M's. But unfortunately, since then, I've not had quite as much luck where the game is kind of RNGing me a little bit. I'm getting a little owned on that. Wow, that was an awful flame breath. And sometimes, unfortunately, since we're not controlling our monster, he makes such poor decisions. Like generally, in battles like this, I try to do as much damage as possible. It is like his main attacks do pretty good. His tail attacks do pretty good. I don't think he really needs to be using Power Break as much as he has been. I'm actually not entirely sure if that's a warrior thing. Luckily, he did pretty well there. But it is something that I normally wouldn't have him do, but I can't control him. Yes, take that Trap Pod M. We need those, unfortunately. So there is just, you know, some concerns here. All right, so we're going up against the Flying Circus. I actually hate these guys. What's probably gonna happen, see if it actually happens in this battle. No, actually. So one of the things that can unfortunately happen in these battles is they can decide to oversoul. We haven't talked about oversoul like at all at this point. But if they do choose to do that, basically it heals them completely and makes them much stronger. Basically, there's two types of most enemies. I think humanoids don't count, but these guys do. Where, nice, we got it, hooray. Where their HP is higher, their attack's higher, they usually have worse hitting attacks, stuff like that. And we won that time, so that's all that matters. Let's take that Trap Pod M. Thank you so much. Big thing here is we score the Psychic Dress Sphere, which is what I wanted, and we do win, and that finishes him up. So let's go ahead and get rid of him. It sounds so mean, especially after all of that. What you want to do, or what you can do, is we can check out in the creature's history. I think there's a couple different ways to do this. But basically, when you go in here, creature analysis failed, unfortunately, but this Fiend has a Faith Fragment, so we're going to release him. And that's what we're looking for here. Now, I'm going to really not be doing all of this to 100% this portion. I'm just going to be doing what's required for much later in the game. Well, that's a problem. Well, we don't have Aeons this time, but we certainly have something else. The Aeon Ifrit has entered the Fiend Arena. Yeah, that's the problem. All right, we get a Trap Pod M. Okay. Really what I'm going to be doing with those Trap Pod M's, and I'm not going to do too much here, is in the Xanarkin Ruins. I'm going to be using them, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab them. I'm hoping... That is not what I want, but okay. I'm going to be doing that off screen now in order to get what I want, hopefully. But we'll see. We're looking for some market. Did you just teleport over here? Oh, because I'm... Let's turn off turbo. And let's head back down to Luca because we have not actually finished all of the things in Luca. I know, there's so much going on here. Now, let's go to talk about conversations here. We can talk to people. Should I join the Youth League or should I join New Yevon? Lots of people have lots of things to say. Ronso on Sacred Mountain live good life with new elder? Question mark. I'm not really gonna be, I'm gonna be talking to a lot of people, but there's so many conversations. So I may occasionally keep it a little tight. Can you let me across? Thank you. We get 2 lunar curtains there, so let's head on out. I don't think anybody here really has much to say. I sure wish there could be a concert every day. I bet you could. We cannot go into the bar. Remember the bar area where Waka got his blitzball with blades? Yeah, we can't go there. Real quick here, you can go to the north. excuse you, get the hell out of my way. This is the music and movie sphere area. I'm not gonna do anything with that, like I didn't do anything with it in Final Fantasy X, but I just want you guys to know that it's there. Okay, I'm not gonna talk to either of you. It's like Luca is asleep during the Blitz off season. Oh yeah, Blitzball is currently not going on, which is why that's not a mini game in this game. All right, do you have anything to say? Oh, she does. She tells us a little bit about sphere break. I don't want to talk to her because it's hard to get out of that conversation. Sphere break, you know what? We'll talk about it in a second. The main reason why I'm coming over here is if you come into this little zone and grab this, you get the Thunder Spawn garment grid. We're gonna be changing the garment grids. The Thunder Spawn one here, grid imbued with the power of lightning. If you equip it, it gives you Lightning Eater and it allows you to use thunder. And then if you go across those little symbols, you can get a variety of different things. We haven't really talked too much about that, have we? I'll show it off later. Like those little symbols. Basically, they glow during battle, which allows you to know which ones you can use. All right, so if we go across down here, though, this is where we want to be. You may not recognize this guy, but he is from Final Fantasy. Just push the child out of the way.
Ah, the Lady Yuna.
It's Rin.
It's been too long. What you selling this time?
Entertainment.
Why do her eyes look like spirals?
Lady Yuna's calm has given the people of Spira time to relax and enjoy the finer things in life. What better time for me to introduce Sphere Break? It won't be long now before Luca will host the inaugural tournament. You are more than welcome to compete if you like.
Should we? Yeah!
I don't even want to talk about this today.
Ask around if you would like to know the rules of the game.
If you have comments on Sphere Break, just drop them in the comments. I didn't understand that at all, but thank you. Anyway, we get a random, I think it's random. We actually might always get Abba Primer 22 from these guys. I'm actually not sure. I don't think these guys have much to say. Chorus Sphere, Echo Bonus, it's like everyone's talking in code or something. Getting interested in Sphere Break? Sure. Then about face, you need to be in the hallway on the left side of the stairs. They're explaining the rules over there. All right, weird beaked child. So we actually do want to go over here. I do not want to talk about Sphere Break today, but because we are here, I want to go ahead and grab the items that are here. The wondrous world of Sphere Break awaits. Do you have any questions about Sphere Break, of course? So you want to ask him about the rules, but enough of this small talk, on to the rules. We get 5 Helm coins, 5 Zervan coins, 5 Coyote coins, and 5 Flan coins. You can play my practice core sphere until you get familiar with the game. So this kid, we can actually go through all the rules and stuff and like practice with him if we really want. I'm not gonna do that right now, but it is something that we can do. Nobody has anything interesting to say. By the way, everyone is in that area is just talking about Sphere Break, but I don't want to do that today because I have other things that we want to do. If we want to do Sphere Break, like really get into the game, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna be just doing the bare minimum. It's kind of the same thing with the creature creator. I'm gonna be doing the bare minimum. Part of the issue with the creature creator in specific is it's really a new game plus thing. I don't even know why they built it the way that they did, but a lot of things can't be taken care of until New Game Plus. So I'm like just doing the bare minimum at the beginning is probably for the best. Now, I'm gonna save before I continue on. Certain areas of this game are very crashy, so in order to avoid that, I'm going to be saving. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much of it is the game being kind of unstable.
The Mihen Highroad, where crusaders once marched toward battle with sin, while travelers fled from its shadow. I walked this road too, on my pilgrimage to Zanarkand. And you walked by my side. It was a journey filled with laughter.
Hey, your clouds are moving in different directions, which is a bit weird. I think I fixed a couple things, so hopefully it won't be as crashy, but it could still be. Yes, sir, the Meathead Highroad sure has changed a lot since the calm began. I bet you're dying to hear all about today's Highroad. Sure. Once upon a time, Chocoback was the only way to go when traveling the Highroad, but what of the Chocobo hunting fiends and the steady increase of Albed Machina in these parts? You guessed it, as more and more travelers turned to hovers for their transportation needs, Chocobos gradually became a rare sight, changing the face of the Highroad. On a hover, you can quickly and safely reach your destination. What's more, the travel agency has installed Sentry Machina along the road to ensure your safe passage. Well, that's the gist of it. Take a round and see for yourself. Oh, I guess that's all he really has to say. All right, so yeah, if you want to take a hover, just come over here and talk to her. It's 30 gil. And I really don't have much to say about any of this, other than we're going to move on. Now, one of the things in this area that you do need to, I don't think there's anybody over here to talk to. No, okay. That you need to keep in mind of is you need to talk to everyone on this road. Like, don't skip a person. Don't do it. Just talk to everyone. Ah, and we finally get to do combat. Oh, I forgot to add our other party members. Oh, shoot. Actually, escape. I messed up. I did it. It's my fault. Because we, woohoo, that was rough. Because we were last using the dragon, when he got removed, it only added Yuna. Oh no. Almost nobody walks the Highroad anymore, at least since the hovers started service. So I guess the Sentry Machina aren't really needed anymore, but at least they work. If you're walking, do keep an eye out for fiends. The presence of Machina isn't always enough to keep them away. There's so many fiends on this road, you guys. The Albed's Sentry Machina were designed to exterminate fiends on the Highroad. Thing is, there was this mishap once where they mistook passerby for fiends and attacked. You can bet the Albed were quick to reprogram the Machina. Now they only react to larger fiends. It's up to us to deal with the smaller fiends one way or another. Yeah, that sounds like a threat, if I've ever heard one. Okay, so now we can do combat. Of course, we had to start with this guy. Oh, and I actually meant to change my garment grids as well. Oh well, let's go ahead and get started. I actually want to switch Riku to Thief if I can, so I can do some thieving. Let's do that. Ow. Okay, let's use a potion first, because what the heck. Let me go ahead and switch her over to Warrior as well. More hit points, more damage, especially for these guys. At such a low level, oh, of course we couldn't steal. At such a low level, one of the biggest issues at the moment is these guys can do quite a bit of damage. And I think I don't think they're weak to power breaks, so we're just gonna need to punch them in the face. Now, you see here how this is all lit up? Yeah, that's a good thing. That's what we want. We want to see that. I believe that is what tells us that we can actually use it, if I remember correctly. So, for example, if this is where I can go, or this is where it's how you have been, which you've already activated, I think is what it is. Either way, it's a good thing, and ow, I really want to take these guys out. So these guys have a lot of hit points this early in the game, and also they do quite a bit of damage, so don't feel afraid to drop a potion or two. One of the nice things about this game in particular, are you just floating off? One of the nice things about this particular game is that potions are not in short supply, so go ahead and use them. Ow, wait, we're gonna need to. The other thing you can do, let's get Yuna in here. Cure is a single point spell unless you press to the right, and then it's a multi-person spell. No, we don't actually have to use it. Oh, there it goes. It got off anyway. Haha.
Easy as pie.
Easy as pie. Okay, and we leveled up there, so that's great news for us. We could definitely use a potion on Riku. How? That was extremely painful. Okay, over to the left here, there is a chest inside this thing. All right, we get 500 gil from that. We got ambushed. Ooh. So you may remember these guys from the Thunder. Ow! Holy crap! Can you not? From the Thunder Plains. I'm gonna switch back to Gunner. I did not realize we hadn't been between these two. Okay. One of the big reasons why I do want to switch back and forth occasionally, yes, let's do that, is, how do I explain this? So the things that you do, give you AP for whatever class that you are currently at. So,
Oh, you want a piece of me?
if you are a gunner, for example, and your ally does actually hit with an attack, then you get AP for the gunner class. This is how you build up skills. So we want to make sure that we do that. So if you have, for example, a couple warriors and you're always a warrior, you will only gain skills for the warrior class. So we're going to be trading around a little bit. Actually, since we're here, let's go ahead and change a few things. I've been using the healing wind for Yuna here. I want to go ahead and give Black Mage to her instead of Thief. And then for the Vanguard, which I've got the other two doing, I also want to go ahead and do Black Mage, but I also want to use the Psychic class. I'm going to go ahead and shove that over there. We're going to check those out today. Just for fun. And posterity. All right, so we've actually got a great point in order to do this. Let's go ahead and switch Riku to thieving. Let me go ahead and hit the Wild Wolf. And let's go ahead and switch to Black Mage for Yuna. I want to steal. Yeah, that hurts.
Takers, keepers.
Can I take out the Wild Wolf, please? No, but we get a potion for it, so that's good. I need to heal pain. That's not great. I love her dress. As a mage, it's so cute. She reminds me of Lulu. It's not quite.
A storm of magic rages within me.
Yeah, not quite Lulu-esque, but it's close enough. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and use a woohoo. Let's use a couple potions. Ow. As one would expect, magic spells are very useful against flawns. We've learned this. Let's go ahead and switch. You know what? We haven't checked out the festivals for anyone yet, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna switch to gunner, or to warrior. You get to watch two of these back to back. I really just wanted to show these off. I wasn't planning on using this particular one. So for festivities, it does like a bunch of different stuff. Let me go ahead and show this off. She'll turn into a warrior here. I'm glad we don't have this on. Oh my god. Okay. So, actually, let me go ahead and just use an item. And sure. Fish! Yeah, pretty nice though. But it really isn't the, she's balancing the cotton candy on her head. Not really something that I'll be using too much. Okay, do we need to use a couple more potions? Ow. It hurt my face. All right, moving on. What's in this box? This box has got a circlet in it. Nice. All right, now that I've got my face pummeled in by a giant bird creature. Criminy. Hey, are you walking down the high road? Now there's something I haven't seen in a while. Me? Well, you see, I sort of lost my wallet. That sounds like a personal problem. Oh man. Well, I mean, since we're here, and this is probably one of the best battles to do this in, let's go ahead and swap to the psychic one. And, you know what? No, you're fine. We can't really do much else with you. For now, let's turn her into a psychic. That way we can check out her festival stuff later. I love her outfit.
Better start running.
Alright, so Psionics has a variety of different attacks, and it's actually a lot of fun to do, so that's why I decided to choose this one. I actually think, well, we'll get there. We'll unlock some other stuff later. Yeah, it's very worth it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do that again. Now, one of the things, of course, it does take a lot of MP. As you can see, we don't have a lot of MP right now. That is very much a limit to this game, or to this whole thing. Let's go ahead and switch her over to the festival stuff because I want to show it off. Don't forget that the changing out animation is always the same. I think the changing in animation is always the same. It's just the outfit. She's got a Tonberry on the back of her suit.
Don't put off the party for another day. Do it now.
What does that even mean? Anyway. Beautiful. Also, she's in her socks. I genuinely don't know what to tell y'all. But it's definitely a thing. All right, let me switch everybody back to, you know what, Warrior is fine for you. Let me switch her back to Warrior. So the festival stuff I probably won't be using. I mean, it's not bad. Like, as you saw that fish attack, pretty nice, actually. That's fine. Kind of want Pain's shoes. I mean, I know she's like kind of always got the same, always kind of got the same shoes on no matter what, but like they're nice. Those heels, they chunky. Absolutely. I'm always looking for chunky heels. They're a little bit more common these days. If you got kicked by one of these, you need a lot more than first aid. These guys can actually do in Final Fantasy X, they can kick you into space and out of battle. You don't think they'd ever attack us by mistake, do you? I don't trust the Machina any more than the Albed who brought them. I'm sure glad that racism is still alive and well. Okay. Still getting my butt kicked a little bit by giant burbs. It's fine. Don't forget that chests aren't necessarily part of the 100%, but you're gonna want them. All right, hey, we got a seed thing. Did we fight one of these yet? I don't know if we fought one of these yet. Anyway, let's see. Let's switch her over there. Let's talk about trigger happy here because we haven't really done so. So trigger happy, basically you get to press RB in order to pull the trigger. And this is a great way to build up chains if you're particularly interested in doing that. I think we just attacked the same people? The same person? I'm hoping so.
I'm gonna put you in a cast, and I don't mean the broken
I am not
bone
doing it.
Get
Yeah,
it?
I failed that one miserably. 10 out of 10. Let me try that again here in a second. Okay. Yeah. So, that didn't really show that off. But yeah, you can shoot, I think I can usually get up to like 9 or 10 times. I think it's about 9 times. And so that's a chain of 9. And you do pretty well, actually, after that. Helps build up that chain. And the chain allows you to do more damage. I don't have the exact number and amounts, but yeah. My job is to keep an eye on the Machina deployed on the Highroad. I mean, if anything happened, we'd have a real mess on our hands. Not that anything ever happens. Still, it can't hurt to be extra careful if it ensures the high road safety. Probably for the best. All right, we get 2 holy waters there. I think we're on track to get everything, so that's good. We have a little bit to go before the agency, and then we'll... All right, do I actually need to use... yeah, probably need to use at least a couple potions here. Don't worry, we have plenty. Eventually, we'll get up to like 99. That is one of the things that I noticed when I was doing this game, is potions are not in short supply. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Oh, wait, I didn't get to talk to you. Oh, hello, what are you doing over here? You're experimenting to see if we can synchronize the Highroad's Machina. Don't tell anyone you've seen this. Of course! Why would I tattle on you? Is it actually tattling? I'm concerned. Moving on. Okay. I really haven't been showing off the dialogue in the combat, but it's hilarious. Okay, moving on from that. I got an iron bangle, beautiful. Okay, actually, let's lose at least 1 potion. I think we're still gonna be facing battles. I don't think the game is done with us at this point. We're almost there. Close to almost being done with battles, but not quite there. Have we faced these guys before? I mean, we've seen them, we've seen the, like, lesser version of them. Yeah, those guys are not too bad. We're almost out of MP, which is why I'm basically just punching some stuff. Let me actually switch Yuna back to Gunner real quick here.
I've got you in my sights.
And let's, yeah, there we go. So as you can kind of see the chain there, like other games, you do more the higher your chain is. Hey, buddy. You want to ride the hover? Well, that's just too bad, ain't it? Huh, you can leave now. Okay, I didn't want to be here anyway. Okay, doing great. Level-wise, we're doing fantastic. One of the main reasons... You know what, we're just gonna talk through this battle. One of the main reasons that I actually like doing this area first is because you end up getting quite a bit of levels. Nice, Thunderblade. And that ends up being very useful for the next, like all of the next areas. You know what we haven't seen is any Oversoul stuff, but we will see that probably in the Thunder Plains. We're going through every area, so. But yeah, you're gonna want to fight every battle that you can, and if you're going down the line, top to bottom, fight everything you can, especially here, because we're gonna get those levels, and it's gonna make things just so much easier. Kind of doing the Persona thing. I fought every battle in Persona, and I'm fighting every battle here. All right, well, we finally made it. It's only been 52 minutes of recording. So before we talk to the dude, let me grab this. We're not done yet. The high road feels so empty without the chocobos around. I know hovers are faster, but a chocobo, now that is poetry in motion. There are some who are campaigning to bring chocobos back to the high road. They should be up at the north exit, or did you already meet them? I haven't met them yet, we're not up there. Instead, we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna just heal. We're gonna go inside, talk to everyone, and then save. Hey, I'm sorry, that's not for sale. Fine. Hey, is that Machina still looking this way? I think it's watching me. This is so creepy. It's just, I get the feeling it might attack if I were to move. Maybe I should sit still so I don't make it angry? Hey, get to ride the hovers yet? No, not yet. Life's an adventure. Maybe you should try them out. The hovers can even navigate the narrow path of the new road. Heh, if they put me behind the wheel, I'd probably take the whole thing right off the cliff. Anyway, we can buy stuff here. This is one of Rin's travel agencies. Pretty much all the stuff that you would expect, but we also have a few items down here. I'm gonna hold on to my money for a little bit. That is a toy chocobo. Isn't the craftsmanship superb? But I'm afraid it's not for sale. Okay, so with all of that, we're pretty much done for today. Now, heads up on the monsters. I'm gonna go back into the creature capture later, and not now because we can't get back here, and do some additional hunting. We want to turn these two, we want to get 5 levels for each of them. Don't release the chocobo, but I do want to release the killer hound eventually. So I think 5 levels is probably enough, so I'll get up to level 10. And the chocobo up to level 7. One of the ways you can do that actually is just equip it here and then run around a bit and fight monsters. Nothing saying you can't do that. All right, I will see you all next time as we finish up the Mi'ihen Highroad and then head off to Mushroom Rock.